Guys, recently in my apartment, I've been having this situation. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's a fan that's currently running because my air conditioner unit broke. So they pretty much are going to have to replace the entire unit. It's going to take many, 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 many days. And where I live, it's currently over 105 degrees, which is ridiculous. It's never been this hot before. Um, And man, it's really times like these that just make me feel like alone. Even though I have friends, even though I have people that I communicate with on a day to day basis, whether it be online or in person, just that sense of having something happen to you that is not fair, that makes no sense. It really just makes you long for, like, I just want someone to be there for me, whether it be a companion or it be friends. And like I said, I have friends that I talk to on a day-to-day basis, right? From different age groups, young, old, my age, right? But there's still a lack of communication in certain ways because we only talk about certain topics of interest, right? We don't talk about actual problems that we go through in our personal lives, which is what I feel makes a friendship much more impactful. It makes the connection stronger because if you guys are just talking about the same monotonous things like video games or, you know, your favorite sports team or, just going out to bars and stuff, getting piss hammered drunk and just being like, oh yeah, dude, these are my friends. It's like, no. Friendship to me is basically good communication, but there can also be like times when you joke around and just say a bunch of funny stuff, but it has to be at the right time. There has to be a right time when it's appropriate to talk about certain life problems, certain political issues, which I'm probably gonna make a video about soon, about inflation and how everything has become so expensive nowadays. you know um yeah, guys, and there's like this narcissistic woman in my building who is like the most egotistical person you will ever meet, man. Like, she literally belittles every individual that lives in the building just because they don't own their apartments. And it's like, you literally took advantage of like some senior citizen who um you know from the US and you were from Brazil or something, and he pretty much gave you all your papers and you were humble and calm at first, but after that you were like, oh, now I'm gonna act like I'm ruler of this kingdom. And why do I mention this, you guys might be asking, right? So for our apartment complex, you need to pretty much verify that the individual is qualified for repairing air conditioning ACs, which is completely bullshit, by the way, because she literally repaired her AC with, random Hispanic people that weren't even from America, that didn't even know English and didn't even have licenses, full licenses. They were just like, like intern type workers, like newbies. And guess what? They fixed her apartment and she had no problem with it. She's like, oh, they just have to get the job done quickly. And it's like, but for other people, it's like, oh, we have to call the office and we need to get verification of license numbers and all this. And it's just like, why would you do that? You're being such an arrogant piece of shit. And if it wasn't for that senior citizen guy, you wouldn't even be here right now. You'd probably still be in Brazil, being poor in poverty. But anyways, yeah, it's just times like these I feel really alone. I feel like I wish I had family that I could talk to about these type of things, but I don't. It's a bit unfortunate, but there's always people that have it worse. And my mom always tells me something interesting that I always remember and I'll always keep in my head. And she pretty much says that it's better to be by yourself than it is to be with a family that's abusive, even if they are your family and they're quote unquote there. Because, guys, let's be honest, family some families are shit and they're just, you know, manipulative and condescending, but it's just better to be alone sometimes. I get that, but you know, sometimes you just wish like, man, I wish I had like an uncle I could go to, or you know, a cousin, or an aunt, or a grandfather, grandmother, you know. But yeah, it's just been a very odd situation. We literally had to buy two fans, by the way. We bought one from Home Depot and we bought one from Target, and they haven't been working very well. Let me turn this fan up actually. Yeah, they have not been working that well, and the nighttime has been very, very stressful because, you know, the hot weather at night as well is very annoying. I have to like sleep in, you know, pajamas and stuff, which I usually don't do. I usually, you know, just sleep in like my normal street clothes, but you know, it's been so hot I have to like sleep in something that's not as hot or restricting as that, you know. So the final thing I want to mention is about the narcissistic lady, because yesterday she came upstairs and saw my mom, and she gave my mother mangoes, and you know, those are my mom's favorite fruits. And I was just thinking to myself like, man, this narcissistic ass bitch literally is trying to, you know, gaslight people, bro. Like she literally does this to everybody. She gives random people in my building gifts that they enjoy, and I'm just like, that's just some pure manipulation right there, you know, because you're intentionally trying to make people believe that you're a good person, and you know, people already know that you're a horrible person, but if you give them presents and stuff, then their views will change. They'll be like, oh, okay, so maybe she's actually not that bad like we thought, you know. That's just like the most narcissistic shit I've ever witnessed in my life, you know? But anyways, guys, yeah, please like, comment, subscribe. I got to 36 subscribers, by the way, which is really amazing. Um, hopefully we can get to 40 by the end of the month. I'm going to be trying to upload daily. I have class tomorrow in college, and I'll tell you guys about how that goes. And yeah, if there's any video suggestions that you want me to talk about in the comments, then please let me know. And have a great day or night, and goodbye.